Oh, all the best for them.
What about Manny and Barrios? Who do you think?
Oh, it's gonna be a good fight. Always Manny Pacquiao bring all the best to make a good fight.
Have you ever wondered what unfolds when a young lion dares to challenge a seasoned titan? Do you still believe experience can overpower youth when
with the mentality, you know, that I'm getting ready, you know, to fight an icon, fight a legend. At the end of the day, he's just another man.
Conor Benn isn't pulling any punches when it comes to the looming showdown between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. With a piercing gaze, he sizes up both men, the battle-hardened legend and the hungry young contender cutting through the hype to expose the real danger waiting in the ring. As Benn delivers his verdict, expect sharp wit, striking insights, and raw, honest.
It's a fight for my title. He's going in there trying to, you know, take my title, and I got to do whatever it takes to make sure he does.
Conor Benn offers a candid take on Pacquiao versus Barrios, and it might catch you off guard. He sees this controversial world title bout for what it is, a collision between a living legend and a prime-age fighter hungry for glory. At 46, Pacquiao steps into the ring after a 3-year hiatus, carrying the weight of 72 career fights, 62 wins, 39 by knockout. His last appearance was a lopsided loss to Yordenis Ugas in 2021, but a failed attempt to qualify for the 2020 for Paris Olympics reignited his fire. Now he returns for the WBC welterweight title on July 19th. Speaking to ILV, Benn admitted some regret about never chasing a world title himself. Yet, when asked about this fight, he offered a warning: Barrios is in for a rough night. Pacquiao could win it, win or lose. Benn has his eyes on the title, possibly challenging the victor next year, assuming he first gets through his own grudge match against Chris Eubank Jr. in September, 5 months after their first encounter ended in a unanimous decision loss. Benn's tone mixes admiration with brutal realism. He praises Pacquiao's legendary footwork, laser-like jab, and his unrivaled ability to dig deep when it matters most. But he doesn't sugarcoat the toll of time. He envisions the legend a step slower, the reflexes dulled, the sting on that straight left diminished. Benn recalls rounds where Pacquiao appeared sluggish against younger opponents, warning that Barrios will smell blood and strike like a shark. Still, Benn doesn't paint Barrios as an unbeatable force. He sees him as youthful, confident, and relentless, but warns that hunger alone can't overcome elite timing or decades of battle-tested experience. He suspects Barrios is underestimating Pacquiao's ring IQ. Many have tried to overwhelm the icon, only to crumble under vicious counterpunches. Benn dryly
Over here.
Good. That was good. That was good. You know.
Throughout his commentary, Benn sprinkles in humor and playful shots. He pictures Pacquiao entering the arena like a rock star on a farewell tour full of swagger and nostalgia. Barrios, meanwhile, prowls like a live wire. Benn mocks pundits, labeling the fight a mismatch, calling that a lazy take. He urges fans to look deeper, reminding them that the ring has a long memory. Plenty of young talents have been humbled.
Eddie, I feel like I need to go to you first. I just saw these two face off. What is going on here?
Oh, listen, we're talking. This is a fight I love. It's a legend of the sport.
Benn paints his prediction like a movie scene. He imagines the sound of the opening bell, leather snapping, sweat flying, momentum shifting like tides. Round after round, Barrios charges early, but Pacquiao endures and eventually strikes back. With his signature left, Benn sees the crowd rising to their feet, adrenaline thick in the air, both men digging into reserves few others ever tapped.
Against one of the biggest young lions at 147 pounds, Sean Gibbons, our friend, Manny Pacquiao, is an honor. If we could make this fight, we'd be very happy.
At its core, Benn views this bout as a collision of legacies. For Pacquiao, it's another shot to silence Father Time and rewrite the ending they've tried to write for him. For Barrios, it's either a gateway to greatness or a cruel reminder that legends don't die easy. Benn walks the line between fan and analyst. He respects the spectacle, but warns fans not to get swept away. This will be a brawl disguised as a chess match veteran.
Saudi Arabia, Wembley Stadium, we'll see. But we're talking. And as I said, I love the matchup. This guy, I believe, is the future at 147 pounds. And this man is one of the...
As the commentary nears its climax, Ben shifts focus to himself. He admits a flicker of envy watching Barrios fight for a title, but that envy fuels him. He vows to pursue championship glory once he finished business in September against Chris Eubank Jr. In linking his story to Pacquiao's, Ben reminds us why boxing and
legends in the sport of boxing.
Okay, so let me ask him a question. Manny, honored to be here with you. Is this a fight that you are interested in, you versus Conor Benn?
Yes.
In Ben's words, the ring never lies. Every fighter steps between the ropes carrying a story. He sees Pacquiao's camp as a temple of tradition where each punch is a prayer to the past. Barrios trains in a high-tech gym with walls covered in sponsors and highlight reels, every jab ready-made for TikTok. That contrast feeds Ben's skepticism. Can modern flash overpower old-school grit? He doubts fame earned through like
He can give a good fight and we can entertain the fans. Been a while that I didn't fight a young...
Tactically, Ben sounds the alarm. Barrios can't afford to chase Pacquiao like a puppy after its tail. He'll need more than raw speed, he'll need patience. Ben believes Barrios must lure Pacquiao into mistakes, then strike hard with counters. Forget a walk-off KO. Pacquiao's awkward angles have confused even younger, stronger fighters. Ben sees this contest as a sprint disguised as strategy, where a half-step means...
So, I'm excited for that.
How close is it to being done?
Well, I hope that we can get it done now before we...
Ben also highlights the mental battle. He envisions Pacquiao quietly humming fight chants, tapping into decades of discipline and faith. Across the room, Barrios paces, psyched up by highlight reels in his head. Ben predicts round 1 will be shaped by this psychological duel. If Barrios falters under Pacquiao's aura, he'll crumble by the mid-rounds. But if he stands tall early, the crowd might swing his way. Momentum the veteran can't...
Surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously...
Camp life tells the tale. Ben imagines Pacquiao jogging barefoot before sunrise on dewy grass in Manila, building balance, grit, and humility. He contrasts that with Barrios hammering mitts under neon lights in LA, camera crews capturing every move. Ben questions whether slick, media-friendly workouts can truly match the toughness earned in solitude. He believes
to create more history. He's a guy that's going to give everything and, try his best. That's what.
As fight week kicks in, media hype hits full throttle. Ben dissects interviews and photos, spotting when Pacquiao's usual grin morphs into stone-cold focus. Barrios walks tall, chest out, headphones in, but Ben warns swagger fades fast when precision strikes. He urges fans to read between the lines. Real truth lies in flinches, stutters, and eye movements.
I always learn with Manny to give 110% and try your best no matter what. So, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't brief us.
Weigh-in day hits fever pitch. Ben visualizes Pacquiao stepping onto the scale with a warrior's nod, flashing that trademark smile. Then Barrios arrives, clad in designer gear, music blaring, flexing for the crowd. Ben predicts the veterans' serenity will clash with Barrios' nervous energy, and that tension? It's not just hype, it's the weight of everything.
By the time it's hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with...
Then comes fight night. Ben maps it round by round. The early feel-out phase, the middle round probing, the late round fire. He says it's not the punch count that wins, it's the rhythm, the body language, the feint tells in a fighter's movement, the subtle adjustments, the mental battles. He laughs at fans who think stats alone tell the story. In the
Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that also.
At the bell, Ben envisions Pacquiao opening with his iconic jab, testing Barrios' timing. Barrios counters well, but perhaps too eagerly. Ben warns that against a fighter like Pacquiao, overconfidence becomes a trap. The pace will be electric. But if Barrios doesn't manage his gas tank, he'll burn out before the championship rounds arrive.
We can entertain the fans. It's been a while that I didn't fight a young fighter like him, so...
Then, the turning point, Ben imagines Barrios landing a massive right hand momentarily shaking the arena. He sees Pacquiao buckling, but then retaliating with a thunderous left that swings momentum back. Ben emphasizes how legends often survive through sheer will. He warns Barrios, success breeds arrogance, but in boxing, even a single lapse in humility can cost everything.
Potentially see that fight down the line with you and you welcome a fight with Ryan Garcia?
He's a lot smaller than me. So it's like, yeah, the fights can be made, but after...
Then, the turning point, Ben imagines Barrios landing a massive right hand momentarily shaking the arena. He sees Pacquiao buckling, but then retaliating with a thunderous left that swings momentum back. Ben emphasizes how legends often survive through sheer will. He warns Barrios, success breeds arrogance, but in boxing, even a single lapse in humility can cost everything.
Would you want to fight someone like... Ryan Garcia is a lot younger though, still, so I don't feel like Ryan Garcia would have any interest in fighting someone like me.